Hello, it's Titan Tuesday. Welcome back to Jo-ttack on Titan. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And Sam. We watched some more Attack on Titan. We
Yes.
began season 3.
Yes, welcome back to our Attack on Titan recap discussion podcasts that go like episodes or arcs. Jim said this one's different, so it's kind of like splitting this one up because each core is like an arc, you said.
Yeah, because I've seen Attack on Titan. I've read to the end of the manga. Sam has not. This is all new for him.
Yes.
It's funny because like this is like a big turn.
Yes.
Tone-wise from like season 2.
Yes, we're the first 3 episodes of season 3.
So these are episodes 38 through 40.
Yes.
If we're going, so this is, the thing that's always confusing is like the show will tell you like what number episode it is, but then everyone talks about them like based on the season and episode. So I try and give both just for the context. So yeah, these are the first 3 episodes of season 3. So yeah, what are your overall thoughts? Like, it's kind of a shift. There's kind of a shift in tone.
Kind of just how season 2 did, just kind of just goes into the next shit, which is crazy.
It's funny because like season 2 is like basically like a tightly packed action film.
Yes.
And then this is way more of kind of like a thriller. Like there's a lot of like plotting. And so far we're only like the first chunk of it into it, but we already have like a lot of things that have never been mentioned before.
Basically the new antagonists, I guess.
I would say several.
Yes.
There's a lot of characters who are like against the protagonist here.
The what's it called? You have to have the Eren kidnapping. Historia now also just an escort mission.
Wait, I do want to say I wanted to keep track of this. So I think this is the 3rd time. So we lost Eren when Annie took him.
Does it count with Eren getting eaten by the Titan as a kidnapping?
No, because he saved himself from that one.
It's still a kidnapping, though.
True, but I don't know if I'd call it a kidnapping. It was more of an indigestion. So
there's
Annie taking Eren.
The government, Tim getting the government one.
Oh yeah, that was even before that. And so this is the 3rd one, which is ironically the government. Well, the secret government taking him.
The secret police.
The secret
Men in
police,
Black.
Basically the Men in Black, yeah.
But that's the fun kind.
But so I mean, I think this season really like hits. Like it comes off with some really fucking awesome action.
Yeah,
I really like
after having a season of being blue ball with no Levi other than like the OVAs. You like
it's funny because I think Levi was still hurt in the last scene that we saw him. So now Levi's back. Like
he's fine.
He's
he got
totally
plenty
healed.
of vitamin D for that sun and healed up his ankle.
Yeah, no more leg problems for Levi. Thank God. So actually, I do want to say there's a lot of good. Well, first off, great OP, fantastic OP.
It was
this
boring.
Season. Sam is a freaking tiny-brained baboon.
Tell Jim is wrong. Jim says this is the best.
This is my favorite OP. This is my favorite Attack on Titan OP. I like it better than the first one. I like it better than the season 4 OP, which I'm like in the minority. I really don't like the season 4
I can't
OP.
judge that yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I like my OPs being hype, man.
This one, it's not hype. I think it really like reflects the tone shift
like,
of the show.
Look,
it's a lot more like nostalgic and like sentimental.
We're having fun as children, even though 2 of us have murdered fucking people.
Sam, you can get over a little bit of murder.
Well, Mikasa can.
Mikasa can very easily get over murder.
Mikasa and Eren easily can.
But it's supposed to be like, this is like a big tone shift. Like the characters are now doing things that they didn't want to do before. So this is kind of like...
I think it's boring.
You're such a dumb idiot.
Everybody in the comic can tell whether you like it or not.
It's nice. First off, the song is great. The song's amazing.
It feels like an ED song than the
It
OP.
does, but I think it works as an OP. The animation's incredible. I love how they're
I'm not
really...
gonna say anything about the animation, but I'm just saying for an OP, it's just like not Attack on Titan for me.
To me, this is like exactly what I love about Attack on Titan.
When I think of Attack on Titan OP, that's not what I think of.
It's certainly like the most low key one. Is there another one? I don't think there's.
Is
another
there one OP
for the rest
in
of
the season, or are there 2?
You know, I literally forget. I think there is another one. I think we have 2 in season 3.
Core show, so
yeah.
Or season.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
But yeah, so.
Oh, there are. Okay, yeah. I'm really curious to see what you think about the next one because the next one is like total departure. It's like totally different from this
departure,
one.
like the Hunter x Hunter OP.
Yeah, it's like it's departure Hunter x Hunter.
Oh man.
Hilarious. Okay, yeah, I just want to gush about this ED or the OP for a few seconds. I love the OP. I think it's fantastic. I love that it's like the nostalgic times of when we're young, like that pure time is behind us now.
Just after we killed those adults.
Now that we killed those adults again.
Those rotten adults.
Now we have to murder more adults.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I think it's fine that Eren and Mikasa murdered some fucking child traffickers. I think it's fine.
Premeditated murder, right, Eren?
I guess it was. I guess
he came in with a spear, Jim.
I guess definitionally it is, but I would also consider it self-defense. I would put it under the self-defense umbrella. Okay, so the first scene we get actually is a scene where Eren is like standing at the ocean. And like we hear, so these characters have never seen the ocean. We hear like waves and stuff, and Eren talks about
it's just like
the books that Armin needs to tell him about.
Armin says they exist and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's this very like ethereal opening scene. It's like for me, it's also another tone setter for like what the season's going to be like.
Yeah,
interesting. I love to see it. But then kind of actually getting into the plot, we have post season 2 where everything was hectic and like everyone was kind of like at their lowest point.
Yeah. Eren's back, Levi's back. They have one split second of training Eren to use his Titan form to like bad results to having his face degloved when he's getting pulled out of it, which is horrifying.
So yeah, their big goal now, everyone's kind of focused on this goal of Eren needs to learn. Eren's the key to humanity's safety. Like he needs to learn how to do the hardening, and then because we learned last season that the hardening material is the same as the wall material. So they can use this to plug the hole in the wall, and then they'll be able to reclaim all their lost territory.
Yes, which
and bring safety back to their home.
Which once we get to the actual like Titan info dump, it's something I want to come back around for that.
Pretty crazy. So. I do. Yeah, we'll get to that. But that is a pretty insane bombshell.
Yes, because it's something according to the hardening thing. I'm gonna.
All right, so it'll be really fun to get there. So, we have a lot of cute little character scenes because we haven't really like there was literally no time for that in season 2.
These are the
season 2 is only fucking action.
These are the characters we have left.
Basically, season 2 is only like action and tension, and like thinking of like all of the scenes of characters we had were like them and under duress. So we finally have like Sasha is doing her cute little thing where she eats food.
I'm stealing food.
Yeah, she steals the food.
Stealing our rations.
It's very cute.
Sure.
We have a funny Levi, haha, Levi's a germaphobe scene. We did it again.
Jean versus Eren, haha, we did it again.
Yeah.
Our greatest hits.
But
Connie's there.
So yeah, as you said, Connie's there. Connie has this really interesting line.
The only thing he has is like, I'm going to kill the Beast Titan. I'm just like, good luck with that, pal.
So Connie has made this connection that the Beast Titan is like responsible for what happened to his mom.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, Connie's like, this is my mission now. I want to kill the Beast Boy.
It's safe to assume.
So yeah, and then also the scene you mentioned where Eren's face gets degloved. So Eren cannot do the hardening. That is like a thing.
Yeah.
So he's unable to do it. When he tries to do it, it like makes his body fucking destroy itself.
Yeah.
It's really creepy, actually, that imagery.
Yeah.
Eren's face getting ripped off is actually pretty cool.
It's gross.
So yeah, moving on, we kind of have the second plot forming with like Hanji. So Hanji's the only character Hanji and Erwin are the other two characters that are disconnected from this group. Because they're all hiding out in like
Erwin's like stuck in a room until like the last episode that we watched.
Everyone else is like hiding out in this cabin, because it seems like they're not really welcome. It's weird because right now we don't know why they're hiding out, but like soon we learn that the military police just put out like a hit on everyone. But whatever.
I'll pull your bulletin.
Yeah. So. There is also another. So we see this mysterious Hat Man in the background. He's watching them.
Saw him in the OP as well.
Yeah, it was very funny. Sam's reaction to the OP was really funny because he's just like, "Who is this man? Who is Hat Man?
Who is this fucking like?"
Who we know is Kenny. Of course.
Who is this fucking Lupin character? He looks like fucking like Ojiro in
Lupin.
Persona 5.
Who's the Lupin guy? The hat guy?
I don't know. I know the name. I don't know Lupin too well.
Well, it's not Lupin 2, Sam. It's Lupin 3.
I hate you.
So, I mean, there's really a lot of plot things being set up. I don't want to go like into the nitty gritty because we could just be here forever. But one of the big things is Krista reveals her history.
Her Historia?
Her Christoria,
Her
if you will.
Historia.
Historia, rather. I'm going to keep calling her Krista by accident. She reveals her backstory, which was that she is the illegitimate daughter of Rod Rice, a nobleman.
Yes.
So this is where we start to get more into, like, I guess you could call this politics.
There's a lot of politics stuff in this. Like, as we learn to plan. But no, we'll get the more goes into when we get her full flashback.
There's a lot of like little teasing of breadcrumbs.
Because she basically says what everybody kind of understood right away, that she's like, the illegitimate child of a lord and basically has royal blood in her.
Yeah, we don't know the royal blood thing yet. That's something that we get revealed, I think, a little bit later. But so we cut away to Hanji, and Hanji basically, just to sum it up, because there's a lot of like drama with
Pastor Nick is dead.
Yeah, Hanji rushes to Pastor Nick, finds him dead. Immediately can tell he's been tortured by these two guys. The one guy, I don't know if the one guy gets a name, but the other guy who's the main dude, the military police guy, his name is Sanas.
The other guy doesn't give a name because I think he does say his name out.
Yeah, I don't remember. He's not as important.
No,
Sanas is the one that really gets the focus.
He had the messed up knuckles that are obviously because he punched the shit out of Nick.
Yeah, Hanji even says that he pulled his fingernails out.
At the end, Hanji basically just declares war on them, like right there. It's really good.
It's really awesome. Hanji, it's really fun because Hanji didn't also see, like, she was a character that just didn't get too much focus. Same with Levi, like, she didn't get a lot of focus in the last arc.
Yeah.
But it kind of, everything really culminates here in this first episode.
There's not many like major players left in the Levi Irwin squad of just like Irwin, Levi, and there's only like three left. Yeah.
Well, there's a new mysterious red-haired girl.
We'll get there.
Orange-haired girl.
So the plan is they had to do an escort mission with Eren and Historia.
So yeah, now they just know flat out the military police are trying to capture
they
them.
escape before the military police like storm their hut.
Yeah, like minutes, like mere minutes. Like this is all happening like fly by night. It's very, very insane.
And they're kind of get to the district, and
so they go to Trost.
Yes.
So that's where Pastor Nick was murdered.
Yes,
but it's
safer than going closer to the inside the walls.
Yeah, so we're returning to Trost, and they have a big brain plan.
Yes, this guy is not only Gene up against Eren, but to get fucking Armin as fucking Historia, who's just perfect. He looks just like her.
It's very funny how easily Armin blends into being Historia here. But so we have basically like the military police, this new squad, they like kidnap them. They have a scene where one of like the shitty banker guy, basically we learn that the people who did the initial kidnapping are like merchants. So these are like the merchants that are being coerced into capturing Eren and Historia by the military police. But it's actually like a sting operation because the military police are also just there waiting to like spring into action.
Yeah.
So we have this whole scene where like our poor Armin is being molested.
He's being groped for being the flat chest he is.
There's a part where Mikasa...
The DFC, as you would say, Jim.
DFC, yes. Delicious flat chest. There's a part here that actually makes me a little upset with Mikasa as a character. Because Mikasa, like, sees Armin being, like, molested by this man. And, like, doesn't do anything, but goes back and reports to Levi, like, oh, it's horrible. He's being, like, molested.
Like, if it was Eren, she would just be busting through that window right away.
And it's just, like, it makes me feel a little bad. Because I know, we know that later, like, the next scene, she goes in and does stealth takedowns with all the guys. But just, like, to see it and just, like, leave.
Not even give it, like, a little bit of an anger face to her or something. Other than just her emotionless,
she literally just says, like, oh, that's horrible. Like, fuck you, Mikasa.
Like, she has that emotionless, like, face still. Like, just, it's what you're fucking... Like, that OP lies to you. I think they're such good fucking friends, Jim. I don't like a lying OP.
Mikasa's role in this, like, few episodes kind of made me a little upset. I'll go into it a bit later, but... So, ultimately, we find out that this was a setup of a setup. It's like a bunch of big setup. It's like a whole... There's all these setups happening. So, we actually had... The secret was Historia and Eren were actually on another cart. And then this cart gets found by Kenny and his gang of military police.
Okay, before we get... so there's some build-up. Because, like, there's the one red-haired chick that's, like... She's like the one person been spying on her. She hasn't got a name like Jim. As long as she doesn't have a name through this, she's gonna be fine. And Levi literally says her name and
Fida.
immediately gets shot in the. He's like,
yeah.
"Have you ever Hey you? Have you heard of the name Kenny the Ripper?"
Kenny the Ripper.
And she's like, "Huh?" And then he comes up and shoots her in the fucking head.
Well, to be fair, before she dies, she does say Kenny the Ripper was known for killing 100 military police,
slicing their throats.
So Kenny has a huge body count.
Yes.
And then we have the incredible scene where Kenny reveals himself to Levi. So now, okay, this is so cool. The military police.
The scene is pretty dope.
Military police have guns.
It's like grappling hook and guns.
So it's basically the same as it's like they have the ODM gear, but instead of being on their waist,
On their thighs.
Yeah, it's on their actual gun.
And
it's
then
with
the ammo's
gun.
on their thighs. This is really cool.
Yeah. So it's really interesting because if you think about mobility, like when you're using the ODM gear with the swords, you have your arms free, but when you're using the grappling hook ones, you have to point your gun where you're shooting your thing. So I think it's really clever, and it's also like that seems like a big like, I don't know, you need to be like zipping towards someone to really shoot at them.
Or just hold yourself up, fly yourself in the air, and then aim in the midair.
Which we see Kenny do some crazy things with.
So yeah, the girl, basically like two of the fucking Levi's guys die.
Her head just explodes.
Yeah, fucking falls in front of a child.
That part's pretty funny.
And then Levi yells at Kenny because they basically tease they have history.
Yeah, Kenny's
history that we didn't see in the OVA.
Okay, I this is where I want to talk about this, but yeah, Kenny basically says something like, "Oh yeah, I maybe this is a little later." He's like, "Oh, you learned all those tricks from me." So in the OVA,
if you listen to our OVA episode, listen to that.
Yeah, so that just
OVA
came
2.
out. I think when I put these out, Titan Tuesdays are when these come out. I put the OVA episodes out on the Sunday, so they just came out like 2 days ago.
OVA Sunday.
OVA Sunday.
OVN Day.
OVN Day. That's horrible. That means nothing.
Great.
OVN Day.
It says Jo-ttack.
So, actually, no, that would have been 2 weeks ago. So whatever.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. But in the OVA, it seems so weird that like they had to have known that Kenny was a character in the manga, right? Like,
it depends on what time that novel was written.
The manga should have been out to a point where Kenny was a character. I don't know why they didn't even have a reference to Kenny. It seems so like I don't know.
Unless it's like something where like the visual novel writer consulted the author very little about it.
Oh, actually, I think you're right, because going back to what I read, the visual novel was released in 2013 with Blu-rays of season 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that explains it. Maybe it still seems like really strange they wouldn't even insert one reference to Kenny.
You stay a little bit quiet, I guess. I don't know, maybe the hint was supposed to be like, you didn't just learn that from just being on your own or just living down here. You had to learn it from someone. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe that was supposed to be, or just keep it as vague as possible.
It's just, I think it's really strange because Kenny is already this extremely boisterous character. He steals the scene.
He even had a reference that he says like, "Oh, I raised him," kind of thing. Yeah. So he's gonna be a bad uncle, I guess.
We do see like a really quick flash of like a young-looking Levi, like a younger, like a child Levi.
Just another guy in the League of Bad Dads or bad parents.
We're introduced to 2 bad dads in this arc,
and 3 bad parents in total.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how this first episode ends.
And it's a fucking then this is a crazy action scene.
And the Kenny. Before that, we do get the hilarious part where Levi says "Kenny," which is one of my favorite scenes. Incredible moment.
Yeah, but then we get we get the fucking crazy Levi action scene of him just zooping across all the place and killing people.
So this is one of the scenes. I think this is one of like 2 major scenes that like once the animators started working on season 3, they like started to call dibs on the Levi scenes because they were like, these are the big nut Sakuga moments that like we really want to do, and they did. And they like the guys. I want to just shout out one of our commenters for this series. Always comes in with like the really like granular like detail of like which. Because we'll talk about like a really cool action scene, and then this commenter, I wish I could remember their name. Let me pull it up really quick. They always come in and they're always like, "Oh yeah, this was actually animated by this guy, and this guy also did X, Y, and Z," and it's really cool because I am such like a not. I'm so bad when it comes to remembering
animators and everything.
Yeah, so I'm really appreciate. I believe the commenter is Zips Z Stream. Zip Z Stream. So thank you,
Cool.
Zip Z Stream. They at least last episode that I'm looking at said where who animated the scene where the Beast Titan throws the horse. Very cool, very cool. Thank you.
Yes.
But okay, I just wanted to point that out. Like,
but it's an amazingly animated chase scene that's fucking cool.
it just looks amazing, and there's not much to say about it.
He zips zooping. He gets to like the fucking Old West saloon, which I fucking love that scene so much.
It's just awesome. Like, that's why I love this show.
They're at a
so
standoff.
much.
This fucking bartender's pissing himself. As one man keeps dropping his sausage.
The part when like Levi just turns the wine bottle a bit. Little details are great.
Kenny just throwing the chair to just fucking break him. And then just like the scene where I kind of saw one thing, I saw he was reaching for something. Like, there's probably a gun under there, and he did use the gun that I thought I saw.
Even the part when like the cut of animation where he like
puts the
throws
gun,
the gun on the like he flips the gun like
so
over
cool.
his shoulder and shoots.
And
then show's fucking awesome.
And then maybe Scheme just throws the chair out first.
Yeah,
and
then this is where he kills a guy. Levi actually kills a guy with the swords. We can assume that Levi might have committed murder underground.
Yeah,
but
he was running away from the first part of the fight, but now he just kills like everybody on his way to the wagon, essentially.
And there's like an effect that they do when he kills. So he kills like 3, I think.
He like 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4 guys with the blades, and like there's an effect where like the actual cut is really quick, but then like after he swings, it kind of like slows down. And you see like the trail of blood, and his blade went through the guy. And I just love like it's almost like this moment where
I love murder, says Jim.
You basically it's this moment where they want you to really like recognize this is the first time we're really seeing a character kill another character,
a human.
The only time we've seen that was Annie killing some of Levi's squad. She killed a few of them in the forest
as a type. Oh yeah, she did. As Annie. That's right. She has that
Annie,
on her cooldown period.
Yeah, her cooldown period between Titan shifts. But so yeah, this is the first time we've really seen. It's the first time we've seen Levi kill anyone. So it's really this moment just feels like really impactful to me. I love it.
And then basically Kenny's KO'd. He's fine though, which is like not Annie assistant that's going to probably fight Mikasa for Eren. It's going to probably happen.
She's cool. He's got like a cool sidekick lady.
Until she gets a name.
Oh, sorry, we didn't mention. So they do use tranquilizer darts on Eren and Historia.
Yeah, Mikasa learns that Eren been kidnapped again. And
is there literally a part where Eren is like about to bite his hand, but the trank like prevents him from it? That's really funny.
It's just like, come on,
probably would have saved him,
Eren,
right?
You probably would have killed fucking Historia.
Just destroys her, smacks her.
But like, it's just like, come on, Eren, you fucking suck.
Yeah, Eren does suck. That's kind of the point, though.
His character.
But no. So okay, what the scene turns into is like our main squad finds Levi. They find Levi running away.
And it's basically Armin, Jean, and Mikasa are like on their way to the wagon essentially by Levi. It's like
they're trying to save Eren because Eren and Historia are still in the wagon, but they're tranked up.
So basically, they get to the wagon. Armin ends up driving it while Jean tries to like beat up the girl that was driving it before.
But he's too much of a pussy to fucking kill her.
But luckily she hesitates too, and we see Mikasa going in there. We hear a gunshot. And
they do like the gunshot fucking cut thing that's like the worst trope ever,
but it's actually good because I didn't expect Armin to be the one to fucking shoot.
It's legitimately surprised because they want you to.
They want you to think that she either fired because Mikasa or because Mikasa stabbed her and she missed the shot, or maybe Jean did get shot but not fatally. But no, it's fucking Armin just fucking squares up shoot her.
It's pretty crazy, and this becomes like a very important moment.
Yeah, Levi
for the cast.
Levi literally like talks. They have the whole campfire scene. So basically at the end of that, they successfully get away with Eren.
Yeah, because this moment they like get overpowered and like not all the characters are like stunned by this.
Yes. So basically back at the campfire, Levi says like, now that you have blood in your hands, like your life changes forever. But you having blood in your hands made sure that all of our men survived, our squad survived, which is like sometimes this is how life has got to be.
It's really, and that's why like I really love the tone shift here because like we had in season 2 we had like the betrayal of the friend, but now it's like the whole like society is now against them, and they have to do horrible things to survive.
And like because before they get to the campfire, or it means like throwing up because he killed someone, and it's like it basically like because it's like fuck, stop being a pussy about it. Like murder's like nothing.
No, she does not. It's really funny actually because there's a line that Levi has where he's like, now that you've killed someone, you can never go back to who you were before. And Mikasa's like, she's like mad that he said that. But it's funny because she also has killed someone.
She's killed someone and like completely changed, like becoming emotionless simp.
It's kind of true. I think the reason why she's mad here is just because like
it's true.
It's because it's true. Also because they're trying to be. She wants to be sensitive to Armin because Armin is like probably his lowest state ever.
But Levi learned from Erwin just to be like, I'm gonna give you the blunt truth, but like also give you a motivational speech while you're at it, because like, yeah, if you didn't do it, Jean probably wouldn't be alive right now.
Yeah, which is honestly like,
and like when you hesitating like will make like can lead to your death if you hesitate.
Yeah, he specifically said like the only reason why Jean isn't dead is because she hesitated and you didn't.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn. And it's crazy too. We do see a shot of like the woman who is about to kill Jean. She has this look on her face that is like pure depression.
I'm
like,
killing a kid.
Yeah, she is so like unsure herself. Like you see why she hesitated. Like,
yeah.
damn.
Also, Kenny's also working for the the whole group is working for the military police. So I'm not sure if he's just Kenny by himself had a group, or these are just also just
He's a captain. They call him Captain Kenny.
Everybody around him, they're not just like a part of like people he recruited. These are all like military police, I'm guessing.
Presumably.
Yeah. Other than maybe the assistant girl.
Yeah, presumably. And we do see later in the one flashback that he's at least been with them for the last 5 years. So
yeah.
So Kenny is not new to the MP. Like he's been around.
He's been the secret police more than the MP, but yeah. But basically they kind of had to regroup. They basically set up a sting operation with the prisoner they had, which was a fat man that was blocking the walls or the doorways at least. And they basically just set up another sting operation to capture the other military police guy who happened to be the ones that killed or tortured Pastor Nick.
Yeah, so this guy Demo,
it's like the most these are most plans on top of plans on top of plans. Like
it really is a lot of scheming.
In just the first 2 episodes alone.
It's funny because I just really like comparing this to season 2 because season 2 was so straightforward. Everything was just like reaction,
except for the whole when they kidnap Aaron and like having discussion with Aaron and Ymir. Like that stuff is not 100% like straightforward because they have to be like as vague as possible with Titan stuff.
Yeah, but that's also really interesting too, and that's another little like detail that we get here. I think is it the 3rd episode we learn about all the Titan stuff?
Yeah, that's
all
the
right.
episode.
Yeah, we'll wait for that then.
Wait,
so
we have to get past some backstory stuff.
So then we do, just to kind of go through it quickly, we do have the great scene where Hanji big brains the 2 military. They team up with the merchants.
Novice torturer Hanji comes in, rips out his fingernails and stuff, and like I think a tooth, at least one tooth.
Yeah, we see he's missing a tooth.
Gives him like a black eye, and basically the way to get him to talk was to get his other guy he was with to read a script.
See, they held a knife up to his back and made him read a script that said, "Oh, that Sonus guy, I hate him. He's always such a bitch. None of us care about the king as much as he does.
I'm gonna sell him out."
So then immediately he talks, and then like we see the payoff to this a bit later, where he's like so fucking depressed that he was tricked to betray the king.
But yeah, basically you get the reveal of like what he knows essentially of like about.
So he mentioned, I want to like focus on what he talks about here.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of a weird scene where like they're in the top right hand corner.
Yeah.
It's a very strange cut. It almost doesn't work.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It looked like a glitch. I thought my TV was like messed up for a second.
It's like a weird thing the news does, but they'll just have like the lower like they'll have the small the anchor on top with like what's going on, like just in a really weird like filming way.
So he mentions 3 things. So he mentions three times where he had to dirty his hands, because he basically talks about how he's like, you know why there's not any wars in the walls? It's because we are constantly like making people disappear who are problems. So he mentions a teacher who knew too much,
which we learn is going to be Erwin's dad.
Yeah, basically. A couple who tried to escape, and we see them in like a hot air balloon. And then the other one was a whore who lived at a ranch,
which we learned that's his Historia's mom.
Yeah, so
they haven't got to the weather balloon yet.
So we'll see. But yeah, basically, I think that's really interesting. Because this is something that we hadn't really been introduced to before. We knew the military police were like bad guys before,
Yeah.
but now we're learning that there's kind of like almost a cabal that's like running the government, basically. Because we keep seeing these scenes with the king, and he has this like shadowy.
There's a lot of North
group.
Korea vibes coming from this whole thing, because the fake history / like forced perspective history of like this is how everything is and was, and as we learned was like Erwin's dad and everything. Like
Yeah, a bit later,
the walls are kind of keeping civilians in, and like maybe probably lying to them about the outside world, essentially.
Yeah, there's a couple like pretty key details that Erwin says that he learned from like school, which was that humans supposedly 100 years ago retreated into the walls.
It's like 107, like very like low hundreds years. Something.
Yeah, and there is one line. Actually, I'll just say it now because we're talking about it. So there's one. So he goes into like his theory. Like Erwin talks about his father's theories about. He says that it's like all the books are like government propaganda. They don't really know what's outside of the walls. And he says this line. He says like somehow 100 years ago the king altered everyone's memories. He does say this. Wonder what he means by that.
Oh man, this is just like our flash forward theories we had in Joe Julian.
So yeah, he's basically Erwin is totally convinced that there's like some major royal cover-ups.
I mean,
like literally royal cover-ups.
Yeah.
But kind of also cutting back.
But the League of Good Dads maybe knows something up.
What good dads?
I
guess Erwin's right.
Dad.
Erwin's dad is the only good dad.
Mikasa's parents were probably okay until they got murdered.
Uh,
Aaron's dad, we still don't know 100%. He could go either. You can join either faction. We don't know.
Okay, so then at the end of this episode, we're still on episode 39, which is episode 2 here. This is where we get the reveal that the rice. So through the king's, because we keep seeing the king, who's this really skinny guy.
Yeah, he looks
skinny old.
He
guy.
doesn't look what I expected. He looks like someone that's probably going to be a Titan.
Yeah.
It feels like it because if you learn the consume. The whole thing with Aaron, we gotta talk. That's like the last major thing I really want to talk about, though.
I think. Hold on, wait.
Because like we have the Historia flashback and the Aaron stuff, but we get the letter, I think, before we see that stuff, though. Because remember Hanji has like the letter about the hypothesis about the conversation Aaron heard Ymir have. Yeah.
So right before we mention that, the one last thing from the second episode is that we learn from I think it was from the what's his face, Rod Rice, that like he's like the true like the true royal family. The Rice family is the true royal family. So whatever the current King Fritz is not like the true, quote unquote true.
Yeah.
But so that would make Historia the I guess it error. Oh, but okay, so
a real Cinderella.
Yeah. So okay, going to like this other theory. So Hanji has intel from Aaron.
Yes.
So Aaron overheard a conversation between Ymir and Bertold about Bertold, Annie, and Reiner's and this mysterious fourth guy.
I think he had a name.
He did. I will not remember it though. About how he was eaten, and Ymir was a mindless Titan.
Yes.
But by eating this person, presumably a Titan shifter, an intelligent Titan, as the mid-credit scene says, she was able to return to normal, basically, and now she's a Titan shifter. She has Titan powers,
which is weird because they're like young kids too. Like they're like young adults, like young teens, I guess.
They're about Aaron's age, which would be probably like 10 or 11 at the time. Because
so like how young I guess they can be to become a Titan and everything it's weird. But the huge thing, because like we go to learn that like they want to eat Aaron. Cause we don't know how Aaron got his power. Then maybe he had to eat someone as well, or like his dad had some kind of plan with him because he had the evil syringe. Hey, he had the memory stuff with that syringe too. So
it's very vague. We really don't know about Aaron.
But the whole thing, because he couldn't use the healing power, and the whole they kind of had the plan is they're thinking about feeding Aaron to someone.
Yeah, that's basically what the fear is.
He could be the king, but it's just like because he can't use the healing power to block the doors, and he can't really use that. So they have to think of either A, we gotta get Annie to do it, convince her, or Aaron has to eat Annie and get her power. So like it's the only two things I can think of. Get
Yeah.
Annie back on the good side. Get Armin to go talk no jutsu her.
Well, there is a character who has an armored titan.
Yeah, but he fucked off to outside the walls.
I think he can harden, right? Did we
I don't
see?
think so.
I feel like I guess he doesn't
He just
need
has
to.
armor. Yeah, he doesn't really need to. He has like the armor.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if we saw him harden or not.
Unless he finds another big rock to block open the hole, but they don't have to get Annie or get someone to eat or feed Annie to someone another Titan. Hope to God they'll help him out. So
very interesting theories you got.
Literally the only thing I could think of. Since Annie still seems to be in like a couple of the OP a little bit because there was OP did like show there's going to be flashbacks of like Annie as a kid with everybody.
Annie, she's in the ED, I think.
The ED, I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, hold on.
There's a flash in the OP as like it's seen like I think it was like Reiner, Annie, Bertolt, like as
kids.
They
do show that. Yeah, they do show that.
So I mean, it could
and the
be.
mysterious fourth.
It seems
friend.
to be a very like flashback heavy.
I forget the fourth friend's name.
You do say his name. I just forget it. But yeah, that's like the major thing, and Eren just fucking like in like a fucking mind break coma, just like drooling.
This is kind of like a humongous bombshell.
Yeah,
like this is probably
it's so weird. This is how powers work. Like, so can one Titan just have multiple powers, and they keep eating the humans of other Titans? Is this just like?
It's so right now the characters don't even know that this is real. Like they are still speculating that this is how it works. So
it's weird.
Yeah, we really just have to keep going to see what they do with this. But I think like
I'm just like, and I said like, so they have like powers, but I know like maybe just Annie has the healing power, and Eren has like the hardening, the controlling power, but I'm like colossal like, armor is just like is I guess maybe fast, or like he also just like the armor itself.
I think it's supposed to just be like the armor,
and then so if you ate the colossal, you just become really tall, even though it's more of like a curse and than a blessing for the most part.
Well, remember the colossal Titan was able to make a big nuclear explosion when he fell.
That one time,
yeah, that one time.
Fell. Because he fell over like Humpty Dumpty. When Humpty Dumpty fell over, he just exploded into a nuke.
Yeah, he just like became a nuke.
Humpty Dumpty was actually a warhead and not an actual egg.
He's a warhead.
Like a nuclear warhead inside of him instead of a yolk.
I could see there being a bomb called Humpty Dumpty.
Probably.
That's pretty like funny.
But yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. It really opens up. It's funny because to me it opens the world up, but it also closes it.
Yeah.
Like it makes it seem like there's like a limit almost of these.
Also, just like you realize like how much of a risk like the intelligent Titans are putting themselves at. Like
yeah,
I'm like, man, if Marco actually was a Titan, he'd just be eaten. If we just didn't,
some random fucking
like we could know like one of the random people in here that the shifter Titans got eaten, and like look, they have another controlled intelligent Titan now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be really interesting to see.
It is certainly. I feel like it opens up a lot. It it really makes you think a lot about like what could happen.
Yes.
Like what you're saying right now. Like you're theorizing like how Annie could even come back into this with it.
Yeah.
Like could Eren eat Annie? Like could he bring himself to do it?
Could they just like feed Annie to a random Titan? Like just eat the crystal and hope it digests it while they keep it the Titan prisoner?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it would break the crystal, I guess, right? That's the thing. They don't know how to destroy the crystal.
Cause it's not like no, cause we saw when Ymir transformed back, and she looks like what she looked like when she first transformed to a Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And so if she ate like Reiner for a second, like would she just be colossal then instead of just her basic goblin form, whatever?
Or armor, Reiner's armor,
or Reiner's armor, or Bertolt's like colossal, or like. Cause like, what power did she really get if she just was like her weird goblin self before?
Gremlinoid. She got the Gremlinoid Titan.
All she had the power is just to fucking like jump around and really fast and.
Yeah, she was really agile. Like we hadn't seen a Titan that was like as agile as that. Like she was very scrawny, but she could like
a jumping Titan more so than like armor can just run kind of quick, like a football player kind of just shoulder tackle stuff.
Mm-hmm. She also had like a big head compared to like her body size.
That was also just her appearance from the first.
Yeah, that's how she did look. Yeah,
like I said, it's weird.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like we can discuss that later as more things are revealed. But
okay, yeah, it's just something that's weird that comes up. Is like it kind of doesn't make sense with the Ymir unless we knew we learned what kind of Titan the friend was.
Like, it would be really interesting to see what the other characters look like.
Yeah.
Because with this, like, theory posited, it would mean that, like, every Titan shifter we've seen had transformed into a Titan, a mindless
if she
Titan.
ate Annie, would she just become more like a more feminine Titan?
More feminine. It is really funny to me that the female Titan's aspect is that it is female.
She can heal good.
She can do the armor, the hardening, and she can scream.
Or like if Annie had ate Ymir, would she just become a gremlin? Like a gremlin female Titan that would just do a little funny little Muay Thai stance? Like, come on.
I would love to see it.
It's weird. It's one of the stupid things that's gonna make me think of like stupid stuff that no one thinks about because it's stupid.
Well, you'll be doing plenty of thinking.
I know.
In the future.
But yes, and then the last major thing is just a Historia flashback because she meets her dad, and we go into her Historia.
Yeah, so Historia's flashback is like one of the most horrible
it really
things.
It's like, depressing.
We talk about how like shitty Aaron had it with his mom dying in front of him, and like
everybody had someone die in front of them. So
like
we had Armin's epic trauma. This
at least Aaron had like a loving family. Historia's mom is one of the most horrible people in the whole series.
His dad did inject him with a serum that maybe turned him Titan, also affected his memories.
Yeah,
suspiciously. But Historia's parents are both in the League of Evil Parents. We don't know the full extent of her dad's yet, but
so it's interesting. Like it seems like she's illegitimate child. So this woman had sex with or had a child with Rod,
the secret
Rice.
Lover of him. Yeah,
and to me, what it reads as is like. He probably just kind of like spirited them away to this farm so that they would live a quiet life and nobody would find out about them.
Yeah.
But it's so horrible that Historia's mom wouldn't even engage with her. Like the first thing that she ever said to Historia, that Historia she fondly recalls,
and she's like a young kid too, like 7, maybe 8, 6, 7, 8.
The first thing she says to her is, "I wish that I had the courage to kill you."
And then she smiled.
And
she
also, the first thing she does is because Historia walks over to her mom and she's like, "Hi, mom," and she pushes her. Yeah, she fucking throws her.
She jumps on her, then she shoved me. Like, that's not a shove. That's literally like tossing you.
And Historia was so starved for any attention. She smiled.
She bloodied. Yeah, she was smiling. Yeah.
She was happy because that was the first time she was acknowledged by her mom. It's so tragic. It makes me so. I feel so sad for little Historia. It was like this little girl who's forced to do like menial labor all day. She doesn't even have like.
She's happy to do that labor though, as we see. She's like really happy about it.
She doesn't know anything else.
Her mom just sits there quietly reading, and she basically taught herself how to read and write.
And that's when she also realizes that like, oh, my life's horrible because in all the stories, it's like how happy families are.
The mother always loves the child, but not in this case.
Which if we're comparing this to like a German, like a pre-1800s Germany, I have to say a lot of those like fairy tales and stories aren't really about like happy families. They're mostly about horrible families.
Grimm fairy tales don't tend to end well in actuality.
In particular, the Grimm fairy tales are known for being. Most folklore is generally about a child misbehaving and then dying. That's what most like.
Literally Hansel and Gretel.
Literally, yeah. That's most fables. And like folklore just center around that because it's always like a cautionary tale.
Kids are stupid and they're gonna do stupid shit, so you've got to scare them to teach them a lesson, kind of logic.
But yeah.
But see, so the father, she actually like the mother goes away, and then like comes back like way later with the father. But the secret police are there.
So yeah, what happens here? So yeah, this is kind of like the end of the flashback. Once the wall gets broken, so once Berthold invades with Annie and Reiner.
Oh, just Reiner. Annie, the female Titan's not there, is she?
Well, I mean they were all together in like the little flashback thing.
Oh, that flash. Okay, I thought you meant that. I thought you meant.
Oh no! So we saw them. We saw the four of them, and like, was that an OP or was that a flashback?
Well, we saw OP. I think we saw an OP. I thought you meant like the Tross. On the wall
well, in Shiganshina.
Yeah, I think it's other than the Aaron one.
Okay.
Right.
No, yeah, but all right. Whatever, flip it. So back when the Colossal Titan broke in, so when Colossal Titan and Reiner broke in, that when Rod Rice heard that, he went to get Historia rather, and he wanted to actually like take her and like live with her, presumably.
Live with him, yeah.
Like he felt like Kenny makes a reference about it, like this is strange. Like why are you doing this now? Like are you like worried about something? Is this why you're doing it? And then
basically
the secret police comes and
secret police come in, kills the mom essentially, and they basically I don't have to, he has to say not know them essentially, but like he somehow makes a deal with them so she can live as Krista like very far away, like not even like close to him.
Yeah,
so he wouldn't be tempted to like meet her.
There's one line I wanted to. I thought I wrote it down. The last words that
her mother says, like,
it's horrible. It's literally like,
I wish I could.
I think it was, I wish I never had you.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the last thing she says to his story before getting her throat slit. Then, we have this whole thing where Rod is like, okay, Historia, your name's Krista now.
We're gonna live together while Aaron's gagged, like in the corner, like like mind broken.
Basically, so. Poor Aaron. Aaron does a lot of just sitting and brooding. Not even brooding.
He's in a fucking like coma right now.
Yeah. Oh, this is when we also get the line from Rod. He says to Historia, "Royal blood runs through you."
Yeah, and basically,
and that he also says, "You are the one person who can save all of humanity."
Yeah.
So he's putting a lot of pressure on this girl.
Yeah, and also the Irwin stuff where basically because the fucking merchant guy gets killed by the secret police. And they kind of try to pin it on Irwin. You know, he has one arm, and living in this one room has not moved.
He's not moved from this room.
The motivation's not good. And literally, like, he goes into the fight, like, I'm going to vow to avenge this man's death. Because the son knows what happened, too. The fucking fat man who smokes a cigarette.
Yeah, so presumably, like, the son is, like, totally convinced that the military police are evil now, and he's gonna... Yeah. Be more friendly to the scouts.
Irwin makes a plan with Pixis and says, we're going to overthrow the government. It's the only way to actually, like, get out to the next wall at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then that's basically what we're setting up with, like, they're going to overthrow the government. They have to rescue Aaron and Historia. And they're going to kill and Levi to settle his trouble with Kenny, the Ripper. Don't be confused with Barry the Ripper. Or any other Ripper.
I think it was actually... We're talking about Full Metal Alchemist. I'm going to look it up. I think it's Barry the Killer. I think that might be his name. I said Barry the Ripper earlier.
I would be surprised, but like...
Barry the Chopper.
Barry the Chopper.
Fucking Barry the Chopper.
We'll have Kenny the Ripper versus Barry the Chopper versus Jack the Ripper from Records Ragnarok and see who wins.
It was really funny as we were watching the first episode because you were basically saying how like Kenny felt like a Full Metal Alchemist character.
Yes.
And then we get, because of the fucking Kenny the Ripper thing too.
That's basically what we're going through after 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's a lot of like scheming, a lot of subterfuge.
Yes.
And then at the very end of the episode is where we get the Irwin drop. So also, yeah, the Irwin gets like arrested along with most of his like scouts. So yes. Hanji is now... Irwin promotes Hanji to the commander.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe he doesn't promote her, but because he's unable to, Hanji's now the commander of the scouts.
Yay.
So she's the fucking like big head honcho.
Only like really 2 major ones left.
They're all dropping like flies.
Levi doesn't want that shit. He knows he's gonna...
Yeah, really. Levi knows where the best place to be. If he's the commander, he can't do all the epic kills.
You see that the in What We Do in the Shadows, there's a scene where like, oh, you all can be the leaders of the Vampire Council. Who wants it? And like, what character Laszlo goes, fuck that. That's basically Levi.
That's so true.
Fuck that, man.
It is true. Like, why would you want to be? Also, Levi shows that he has like no drive for that kind of thing.
I mean,
he literally just wants to follow Irwin and kill things. That's all he cares about.
He's like Mikasa, but a gay.
He's a gay version of Mikasa.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad you mentioned Mikasa because I want to bring her up in this.
What? Can we shit on Mikasa even more?
We could. I just like. So, it's so funny. Obviously, we're watching anime.
Yes.
Anime has a lot of tropes. Like the brother sister thing is kind of a trope that they're playing on here.
I got it from the OVA. Yes.
Imagine an alternate reality where they didn't do the brother sister thing with them. With Eren and Mikasa, and it was actually like they were just a boyfriend-girlfriend. I think I would care a lot more.
Yes.
I think like the fact that it's reciprocal, because Eren doesn't give a shit.
No.
Eren has never shown any affection towards Mikasa.
It seriously has not.
And it every time, and Mikasa just flies off the handle like whenever Eren's mentioned. It's like a fucking, she feels like a trope.
It's so rare for like something like for like an actual couple to actually form, like even early on. It's usually saved for like the very end of like a lot of stuff.
Even Ymir and Krista didn't get their confirmation.
They had more chemistry together than fucking.
It's true.
Mikasa and Eren.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of like any like major things where they actually do like hook up, like not at the very very end.
That's the problem. It's always always at the very very end.
Yeah, because like
technically Dragon Ball Z.
Because like I think there's like couples they like hinted at, but it's always one side. You don't really see a lot of like the romance or like like Dragon Ball actually teases a lot. It's more so Vegeta and Bulma where they don't show anything. You have to read Dragon Ball to get Chi-Chi and Goku stuff.
Because doesn't Goku get like engaged to Chi-Chi as they're both kids?
As a kid, because he doesn't know what the word marriage means, pretty much. Yeah, basically that. But then they kind of do like have adventures together as well.
Yeah.
But
I really it's also that is another trope of anime. They don't like have characters
like,
commit relationships often.
I remember when I read a comic of Kill, they're actually like the main character actually goes out with like one of the team members like halfway through, and it's like I'm like wow, they actually did Sword Art actually did that. Literally halfway through the first season, he's like legit with the girl.
That's true, yeah.
Like
wait, the girl? How could you? Yeah,
he has a harem.
She has a name.
He has a harem still, but somehow like has a canonical like girlfriend.
It's very funny.
It's really weird, but like trying to think
of it's the best of both worlds.
It's really weird. No, it's like he's in a committed like relationship, and he just
doesn't he have a kid? They have like an AI kid or something.
Yeah, they have a weird AI daughter. She's the worst part of the show. Really good. It's the best.
All right, that's enough.
I can't think of any other thing because Full Metal Alchemist waits till the very end.
It's so first off, it is shonen. We are reading. We're watching shonen.
It's just a rare thing where it's not just like the show starts and the couple's already there. Like very early on, they should be a couple. It'd be way more invested. Like that whole first thing of Eren being eaten would have been way more impactful, I think, with her.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is just like basically a continuation of her season 1 character arc, which is I like Eren. I'm mad when he's not near me.
She has had no character growth. She still just goes over the edge with Eren. For Eren, like
the most that we had was at the end of season 2. There was this kind of amazing moment where she has this like. She has like a moment of joy when she sees Eren is like realize the world is like horrible.
Yeah.
Because she now is in a position where she can comfort him.
Because like
it's almost vindictive.
Because like the OVA we watched, like Levi kind of go through way more of like an arc than she did, and actually like kind of like change more than
it's true
than she did. Like
because she actually the only reason she likes Eren is because he saved her.
They murdered
because he murdered men for her.
Yeah.
But like. The whole thing with Levi in that little OVA is literally like he recognizes that there's something about Erwin that is like he has this drive and I want to follow this man because he has this drive is so much more than I can comprehend.
He's doing this all just for like pushing me.
It's like an admiration thing, whereas with Mikasa and Eren, it's total like what's the word like unconditional affection. But it's only one way.
Yeah, I understand, being attached to the person that saved you or like helped you out like one time. There's always a trope of be like the one guy that helped save you from like a bully or something, or you're like, attached to that, or help pick up your books or something, like when the bully knocked it out. And it's just like he saved her from murder, and then just like they played as kids we don't really see much of, and then like they don't interact. They don't have interactions when they're now like ever, other than Eren saying "Shut up, Mikasa."
Literally, it just makes it like. I don't know. I find her in this arc. I think she was good in the last arc of season 2, but in this arc, I find her just like completely unnecessary.
She exists to be Levi when Levi is not on the screen.
Yeah,
and like just without like the cool or even like any of the character. Because even with Levi being like an emotionless guy because of like everything he went through, he still has his little like quirks, like the cleaning stuff. Mikasa doesn't have anything like that.
It's just
other than
Eren.
Yeah,
it's just the Eren stuff, and that she's a good killer.
Until one day she'll like hopefully like get tricked to think Jean was like Levi and try to hit on Jean.
That would be really funny if like she does fuck Jean and she makes him wear the Eren wig.
Like I said, I think like Armin is the most character out of the 3 friends. Like Eren sucks, Mikasa's nothing, and Armin just literally went through a character like a traumatic incident that's like a huge character moment. Eren does suck.
It's true. I want to play devil's advocate for Mikasa for a minute because I feel bad for shitting on her.
That's all we do.
She does have even though she doesn't care that Armin gets molested in the beginning, she does have this moment where she comes to his defense when Levi is being a little callous towards him. But I don't know. Like I think
I learned from Erwin, where like I have to be like a dick and then give him the reassurance speech.
yeah.
But like,
I don't know. I just wish. I really wish that Mikasa had more Eren scenes.
Like I said, like when we did jujitsu, like Nobara like earned our respect and love by the very end.
That's true.
She got her huge person out, but she had way more character in her from when she was first introduced than fucking Mikasa did. Or anything, even though her neighbor moved away and Mikasa like murdered.
Am I supposed to like Mikasa? That's my question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Am I supposed to think that she's funny? Is it funny that she simps for Eren? Is this like a cute? Should I want this for my life?
It's not. There's like examples of all those where it's like, you know, probably like better or more likable trope, but like this is just like nothing.
The one example that came to mind now that I'm thinking of this stupid trope of a character and relationship is in Future Diary.
Oh god.
They kind of do. So like it's kind of like a version of Mikasa where like Yuno's the girl in it and she's obsessed with the main guy. I forget his name.
Yeah, it's a famous face.
Yeah, the famous. She's like the big yandere character everyone talks about.
The yandere representative.
Yeah, there's like some, I don't remember exactly. They have like backstory when he was a kid, whatever. He like won her affection. I don't care. But
like
she's like so committed to him that she like every day just like, I love you. Like you're wonderful. She commits murder for him all the time. She does like horrible things to him as well. Like I think she like, I don't know exactly. It's been so long, but I just remember. I don't think they ever say they were his girlfriend, but they do basically have like that relationship.
It's something worse. They hold hands.
Actually, and thinking back, it might be as bad. I feel like he might pull an Eren and just like not acknowledge it.
People in comments, like, if you give us examples of like non-romance stuff, or like, you know, that actually had like a romance develop like halfway through, not at the very end, like halfway, maybe 3/4 away, like something that's like way sooner than you thought like it could ever happen.
Yeah. Also,
like yeah, just making sure it's not romance or like.
Also, I want to know if there's any Mikasa fans out there. I really want to know, like, why do you like Mikasa? What is it about? I'm not being mean. I'm just curious.
Hashtag girl boss.
She isn't though.
I know.
She's so
fucking psychopath.
Her whole character is defined by being obsessed with a man.
Every female character I end up liking in the show just gets fucking murdered. So
don't get attached.
Can't get attached.
Yeah. Well, I like Historia. Historia is pretty cool.
I don't know, Jim. People who watch Death Battle and watch her fight, looks at the phone. Blake from Ruby.
Blake. I think she lost, right?
Mikasa lost, I think.
That's very funny.
Because Blake literally has magical powers.
Yeah, like Mikasa's epic and all, but
she can't make shadow clones.
True.
I could talk about hours about like the fucking Dio versus Alucard.
We'll save it for later.
I said for a JoJo episode.
Okay. Well, actually, going back to like the episode,
we're talking about live about nothing right now. So
this is a very relevant discussion to like Mikasa's state as a character.
We talked about this, like the second season 2, where like Mikasa fucking sucks, and this is season 2.
But like to defend Mikasa again, like she has those moments in season 2 that I like. Like I like the moment when
if you look at your phone right now and see if there's a video called "In Defense of Mikasa." On YouTube.
Right. I'm very curious. I
want to bet there is.
I do like some of her scenes in season 2. Like I really like that moment she has with Eren at the end, even though if it is kind of weird. And she is kind of like manipulating him.
I never got the friend feel of those two, like Armin, Eren, and Mikasa too much, other than the, like saving Armin from bullies, but when they hang out, it never feels like, I don't know.
Defending Mikasa.
The tragedy of Mikasa. There we go.
I just found like. Okay,
Armin is just too good for those two.
The top 2 videos, defending Mikasa, then the third one, Mikasa sucks.
That's like this video's title name. You know, Mikasa's like barely a character in this arc, or this episode.
And then Mikasa has a fantastic character arc. Manga spoilers. I'm gonna watch that one later.
Oh god. And then, but no, I was thinking like...
this one also, Mikasa is the poor man's Levi. It's true. It's true.
That's why I call her. Like I just said that earlier. I was like, she's there to be Levi when Levi's not around.
Like I love this part when she gives Bertold like the death stare.
Yeah, but
at the end of season
that part
1,
gets overshadowed by the superior Armin threatens Bertold and Reiner.
That's awesome.
That part's so much better.
Not even threatens them. He threatens Annie.
Yes,
he threatens that he'll kill Annie.
He like literally does like mental gymnastics to be like, I don't know. It's so good.
Yeah, that's.
But like I
that's
said,
good.
I don't like their French all three of them because like I think Armin's just too good for like either one of them. Like they help him from bullies, but like Armin's too good of a boy to be like tagged along to these two psychopaths.
It's true, but we're supposed to care about them as friends, Sam.
I
We're
have
supposed to like them.
no way to care about it other than Armin going like
I like Aaron.
being safe from bullies.
I like Aaron. I think Aaron's an interesting character.
See, we have the better Aaron, which is Jean. We have Armin. We have better female character, which is Astoria.
Even Sasha. I'd say
Connie's there.
Connie's also...
Connie is there. He's a mascot.
I'm gonna kill the Beast Titan. Yeah, sure, Connie.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yes, sure you are, Connie.
Let's ask the elite Levi squad member how he did. He's cut to him screaming.
There is one last thing I did want to mention that we didn't talk about. There's a funny scene. It's almost like a fucking joke.
It's a joke.
where Erwin's talking to Pixis and he's like, "We have to overthrow the government."
I'm going to kill the king of London, England now.
Basically.
You understand me, right? I love you too.
It's so hilarious because like what Erwin's true goal is in this scene is to plug the hole. And the only way to plug the hole is by overthrowing the government. But of course, there's more to it.
I mean, the only way to get there is to overthrow the government, like I said.
He also goes into the propaganda, but that's where he starts. That's where the idea starts, is he wants to plug the hole so bad.
Yeah. So, that's basically it. A lot of intrigue. A lot of shitting on Mikasa, even though she's like hardly relevant in this.
That's why I'm also mad. It's Mikasa just feels so irrelevant. Like,
yes.
The scenes that we care about are character we get with like Armin and like, Jean and like
I've got more character out of Sasha, Ymir, Krista, like even like Hanji, like
Hanji gets a ton of character in this arc. It's this is such a great Hanji little like feature because we see even how vindictive she is.
Those female like one-off characters are just like get a little bit more character from them than Mikasa.
It's unfortunate Mikasa has just like solidified into her role. Simplified. She has just like fixed position of what she is now, and she's Aaron's wannabe wife.
Like her design is wasted.
It's true. Mikasa has a wonderful design. I don't know. I really question, what does Mikasa think about? Like, what is going on behind those eyes?
It's just crickets.
Is it just Aaron?
Aaron's dick. Oh my god. His fucking Titan dick. Oh my god.
I would love for them to have had a scene where Aaron and Mikasa actually like have sex, and Mikasa is so let down because she's been building it up so much that she goes into like a week-long depression because she's like, I've made this impossible standard.
I can't have sex with Aaron because every time he climaxes, he transforms. He hulks out and just degloves his face.
The only reason why that would happen is if she like cuts his skin though.
Dude. She would.
Yeah,
she would dig her nails or like.
Remember her big abs and her training arc?
Oh my god, that training
montage.
From the cooking episode.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate the OVAs. Why did I agree to watch them? I should have just told you there were no OVAs. I should have just told you there were no OVAs.
For the content, because then we would have to skip the girls' night out.
That's true. Girls' night out.
Lost Girls.
Lost Girls.
Like Girls' Night Out.
I'm building. Speaking of building things up, I'm building up the Lost Girls one.
Jim's gonna disappoint himself. I'm pretty sure.
If it's anything like the other OVAs, I'm gonna dislike them. The OVAs don't have the same like immediacy that the seasons do.
See, when they're gonna do the Persona trope where the boys go into the hot springs and then the girls come in the same time and get angry at them, even though the huge misunderstanding and won't listen to reason.
And it's 3 episodes of it.
That's right.
All right. Do we have anything else that we want to say?
No, we already talked enough about Mikasa.
Anything else you want to like? So, how do you like season 3 so far? We're only 3
interesting.
episodes in.
A lot of intrigue going in there, but like the payoff better. I hope it's gonna be really good. Because I'm guessing after the first core is when we're actually going to the hole in the wall because they gotta get to that basement.
Gotta get to that basement. We still don't know what's in the basement.
Interesting seeing, like, I heard there is a lot more political drama in this season.
That's certainly like the discussion. So this is not a promise, but by the time we record our next episode, I want to try and read up to the manga.
Okay.
Because I want to compare. So season 3, this is the first like
core.
First core, but this is the first part of the anime adaptation that is like significantly altered because apparently the political like subplots in the manga were like too numerous, and they ultimately didn't amount to much. So this is secondhand. I haven't read it, so this is what I've been told.
Yeah.
So what they did was they streamlined everything in season 3.
Put his hands like he was innocent.
So basically, like this first core, it seems like they've streamlined a lot of stuff. So I want to read the manga, finally actually crack that thing open, and see how much they actually did change, because I'm really curious.
Interesting.
So yeah, maybe next time I'll try and do it. No promises.
I'm interested to hear it, but we got plenty to go in season 2, so you have plenty of time.
We do. I think we might end up getting. I'm trying to think. It's going to be really hard with the second core, because the second core is going to be kind of closer to like how season 2 felt,
Yeah.
where it was like just this big arc.
Two big arcs.
We might get 2 or 3 more we might get 1 or 2 more episodes of season 3, the first core.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens with.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Other than that, so far it's interesting. Let's see where it goes. See where this wacky Kenny. Like I said, we're gonna see this Levi backstory. We're gonna have, I guess, the Sus Squad backstory, and I don't know what else the first core is gonna be, because I'm pretty sure the second core is gonna have the basement stuff and plugging up the hole. Yeah,
I'm really excited for more Kenny. I love Kenny. I think he's a fantastic antagonist.
I'm excited to see more Levi.
Yeah, Levi. It's so nice because we talked about how absent he was in the last season. Like,
yeah. Now that the fucking the pastor is dead, we're good to get to Levi doing stuff.
R.I.P. Pastor Nick, a real one.
I almost said Pope.
Pope Nick.
I had Shield Hero on the mind there for a split second. My Crunchyroll's favorite character.
Stop spoiling Shield Hero.
No,
don't let people know that the's a Pope in Shield Hero.
You think they're in a early episode?
I think he is. Yeah, they have to tease him.
Yeah,
they can't just have the Pope become a surprise villain. They can't have the Pope come up as a surprise villain.
It is undestructible shield.
Shield Hero is funny.
I can't wait for our podcast for Shield Hero season 2.
Every episode, baby. I'm kidding.
Wait.
I couldn't.
Can't fucking wait. We do a spoiler cast at least for 3.
We will. We'll do.
But yeah. Other than that, plug it up then. Plug up the hole up.
Yeah, plug it up. Plug the hole up. Go to Shiganshin and plug the hole up.
Once the hole if it does actually get plugged, I'm gonna be out of this job so quick. But thank you all very much for listening to this Mikasa rant.
Yeah, we really came down. I almost feel bad.
I don't feel bad for her. She's gonna kill me if she heard me, but like
I
said, remember, there's that one Twitter thing of like they had a bunch of like the tough female characters, and it's just like, hey, you had a budget, and you have to like pay for like all of it. Just I was like, why would you pay for Mikasa? All she would do is bitch and complain about Eren and run off. I'm like, I'm gonna take Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen and just get all my money's worth from that.
Yeah, that was a good tweet.
But that tweet. But yeah, thank you all for much. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. You can hit the bell as well. We have some comment prompts as well, or some other trivia we may have missed. You can also follow the podcast on Twitter or me and Jim separately, and join the Discord. And I think that's all the hole had before I plug it up.
Yeah, you plugged the hole. Now no more Titans can get in.
Oh no.
Also, no Titans can get out.
Oh no, but what if the people are the Titans and they just transform?
Damn, then I guess.
And then the king is going to eat Eren and become the fucking elf Titan.
Kong.
I forgot to talk about. I forgot to talk about that, but
Oh, do you want to mention it now?
No, that's fine. We haven't got stuff into the king too much, but you gotta assume his plan is to just eat Eren, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I thought you mentioned that. Maybe not.
Maybe I may mention it.
All right, whatever. We can talk about it later. I'm sure it'll come up.
But yeah, thank you all. We'll see you next time.
See you next week for Next Titan Tuesday. Season 3, Attack on Titan. You the best. Goodbye.
You the best. We the best.
Bye.
Bye-bye.